just this morning unboxed my birthday gift to myself. So fun nails, still very holiday. How did Trevor and I meet? 5 is like the perfect magic number on this. So I made the pork roll bowl. Hey guys, on my way to go get my nails done. Here's where we're at right now. They're not like terrible, but I just want to kind of like switch them up. And since we're leaving for vacation very soon here, I'm gonna adjust you guys. But yeah, since we're leaving for vacation pretty soon, I wanted to have fresh nails for Vegas. So I have an appointment in like 25 minutes that we are heading to right now. I did also, in case you guys missed my last video, I just this morning unboxed my birthday gift to myself. I got a vintage Fendi bag. Unfortunately, yes, that does mean that there is not gonna be a luxury birthday shopping vlog this year, as there has been in the past couple years, which is partially because, you know, of everything going on, and also too, I didn't want to get like a brand new designer bag this year just because like of inflation and stuff. So I decided to go the vintage route this year, and I'm very, very happy with it. It's my first Fendi bag, so I'm super excited. That was the last video, I believe, that went up, or maybe it was 2 videos ago. I cannot remember my schedule at this point, but either way, that video is already up, which is why I'm able to finally use this bag. I've literally had it sitting for like 3 days in my house. I've been wanting to unbox it, but I knew the second I unboxed it, I'd want to start using it, and I couldn't start using it in the vlogs until the unboxing video went up. So I've been like very patiently waiting. And yeah, I'm super happy with it. It looks so good. I wasn't sure what to expect with it being vintage, but super thrilled with it. But if you guys want like the full review, in-depth recount of my purchase experience with the rebag and stuff, definitely check out that video. But like I said, today we're getting my nails done. I still want to do something holiday, but I also right now kind of feel like I want to do chrome again. I did chrome, what was that, like no, that was back in August for Michelle's bachelorette party. I did chrome then, and I really loved it. It's just like kind of expensive to do chrome. It's like almost an extra $20 on top of like whatever the cost of your regular manicure is, whether you get gel, you get dip, or whatever. I get dip. So I don't like want to do it too often, but I feel like, you know, it's my birthday. We've had a rough month, and I just like, I want to get something that'll make me happy. So I'm gonna treat myself a little bit, get some special nails for Vegas. But like I said, I'm still hoping to keep it like holiday themed. I was really hoping that they had like a dark green dip last time I was there, and I didn't see any, but we'll see what they have this time. Maybe they'll get in some new colors or something. But yeah, that's my hope. And then afterwards, we are doing the Vlogmas Q&A. Thank you in advance to everyone who has been participating and submitted questions. I've gathered all of them, and once I'm done with my nails, we'll do a little get to know me Q&A. So I just parked here. My nail tech called me on the way, and she told me that she's running a little bit behind, so she asked if we could do a half hour later, which is totally fine with me, because also too, there was a ton of traffic on the way, so I was able to like relax. Even though I did get here with 5 minutes to spare for my original appointment, it's totally fine. I don't mind having like some extra time right now. This actually works out because I do want to put in an order at the Ulta over here. I tried to like blow dry and style my bangs today. You guys can see I did like actually pull them forward and stuff, but I'm realizing the round brush that I have, because the way my stylist told me to style it is like to like round brush it forward and then round brush it like kind of to the side and stuff if I want that like side look. But either way, the round brush that I have is way too big for these. It's like this big, so when I was round brushing it, like they were sticking out straight, so I had to like put water on the ends. So I need a smaller round brush. And and I think I want to like also get a hair mask. I'm still like definitely getting used to styling them like in the mornings, which is why over the last couple of days I've just like been wearing them pushed back just because it's like easier to blend them. And like I've said before, that is exactly why I did get this length and this thickness, so that would just be like super easy to blend them into the rest of my hair, and I wouldn't like have to worry if I have a day where I'm just like not feeling it. I don't want to go through the effort. But since I filmed my unboxing video today, that's why they're styled right now. What is up with the Ulta site? It's like all the images are broken on it, and like when I scroll down past a certain point, it's just like all white. It's taking forever to load. Dang, why are all of the round brushes large? I don't understand. Does no one have bangs they need to style anymore? What's happening? And it's like besides the size of the actual barrel, the bristles need to be shorter and like I guess a little bit more dense. You know what I really want is like a wood round brush. I've never had one. I love how it served me a Dyson Airwrap. No, like I'm looking for like 15 bucks or less. So I'm gonna do a little online shopping and set it for pickup in store. That way I can pick it up after my nails get done.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes. And I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow.
Just got done. Here's the nails. I went with green chrome, so it's a black dip underneath and then green chrome on top. I originally wanted to do like a dark green underneath and then like gold over it, just so that it was like gold with green showing through, but they didn't have the type of green that I was looking for, and my nail tech said she wasn't sure how that was going to come out. But then I saw the green chrome and I was like, oh, absolutely, let's go with that. So fun nails, still very holiday, but also a little something extra for my birthday in Vegas. Very, very happy with them. I did also stop by Ulta. I ended up just going and shopping in the store because their website was not letting me check out. It was driving me up a fucking wall. I got this hairbrush. This is like definitely a much better size because like, look, I can actually fit underneath in here. Oh gosh. Well, I guess we're styling them. But yeah, I can actually fit underneath and round it. The one that I have is like this big in the barrel, so very much of a difference. So I'm gonna work with this a little bit and kind of get used to it, and then I can do like a video on styling my bangs and stuff, even though I tend to like push them back. It's just because they're long, and then like when I'm doing like a lot of things, I just don't want to like mess with them. But I do genuinely like them, you guys. I'm not like pushing them back all the time because I don't like them. It's just the way that they also keep falling because my hair's so used to being parted down the middle, it doesn't want to like let these pieces fall forward. So hopefully this will help out a little bit. And then I had wanted to do the Briogeo hair mask that comes in the little teddy bear, but I mean, honestly, I really just wanted to do it because it comes in a teddy bear, and they were out. So I ended up getting this instead, which is probably better. This is the Kenra Dry Oil Conditioning Mist. Because my hair is so bleached and stuff, just like after a few days, it starts looking a little sus. So I figured for my bangs, the dry oil might be nice just to keep them looking a little bit softer. And I figured I would just like put it on my hands and just run it through just so that it isn't too heavy because my bangs are very fine. But I figured that that would be a good idea to just like soften them and just keep them looking healthy, because with the bangs it's so obvious when they're dry. So yeah, I got that dry oil. And also too, I feel like it helps to give them a little bit more of a piecey look, which is what I prefer for my bangs, when they're like looking a little bit piecey. Not too chunky, but just a little piecey. But anyways, I am gonna, my phone's in my pocket, sorry if that looks awkward, but I am going to call in a sushi order and pick up a roll for myself, and I think I'll go ahead and get Trevor a California roll. I mean, that can just sit in the fridge till he gets home, so I don't think it's like that big a deal if I get it a little bit early, because he won't be home for a couple of hours, but it should be fine in the fridge. But yeah, I'm gonna go pick up some sushi for us, then head home, and we'll do like a little sushi mukbang Q&A. All right, we are back home. How's this camera angle? I give it like a 5 out of 10. But whatever, this is what we're working with. Well, maybe let me adjust you guys. This tripod's just so tall, and I can't eat on the couch. Trevor will get so mad if I eat on the couch. But anyways, okay. So I'm back home, setting myself up. I got a sparkling water, green apple, Trader Joe's sparkling water. You guys, it's so fucking good. I know it sounds weird, but it is fantastic. Go try it. But I've got the order here. Custom roll. I've got tuna, cucumber, and onion inside. And then it's got shrimp and tempura flakes on the top. And then I do soy paper instead of seaweed because I hate seaweed. But there you go. That's the sushi roll. And let's do a little mukbang Q&A. So I posted in a few different places. I did a YouTube post and 2 Instagram stories, and then I told you guys in like, I think it was a couple vlogs ago, if you wanted to just like leave your questions as a comment, that I would go ahead and grab them off of a previous vlog as well. Crap, the first piece just fell completely apart. Oh gosh, this was not well made. Usually they're on top of it, but the first piece just literally disintegrated. Yeah, whoever made this did not do a great job. But it tastes good, so we'll take it. So I'm gonna answer the most common question first. I got it a few times, and it was, how did Trevor and I meet? So Trevor and I have been together since I was 18. We met in 2008 through MySpace. I was chatting with a girlfriend one night, actually talking about how I was like ready to start dating because I had gotten out of a situationship just a couple months prior. Sushi is not the best thing to do the mukbang Q&A with, but anyways, I just gotten out of like a little situationship a couple months prior. I was like telling her like, I think I'm ready to just like get back on the horse, go date again. I was 18, by the way, and all of a sudden I got an alert on MySpace that this guy was trying to add me as a friend, and another piece just fell apart. So yeah, I got an alert that this guy who I'd never met before, never seen before, but we had a lot of mutual friends, was trying to add me as a friend. And I like messaged my friend. I'm like, he's actually kind of cute. She's like, just add him. So I did, and she was like, message him, see why he added you or whatever. So I messaged him. I was like, oh, do I know you from somewhere? And he's like, no, I don't think so. I thought I knew you, that's why I added you, but it looks like we have a lot of friends in common. And we just started chatting, and we were chatting on MySpace for a couple weeks until he finally asked me out on a date. And the first time we met in person was on our first date, which I realize now was like risky and sketchy, but at the time I was a teenager who thought I was indestructible. But luckily it clearly worked out for the best because we are married now. So that is how Trevor and I met, very, very early in the digital ages of online dating. Another question I got was, who do you watch for Vlogmas? I actually have a pretty robust subscription of people who do Vlogmas, so it's very nice because then all throughout the holidays I have content to watch when, you know, I'm not filming or editing my own Vlogmas. I'm currently watching Julie and Hunter, which is so exciting because they just announced that they're pregnant, which I guess like some people suspected, but I had no fucking idea. So that was really exciting to see. Rachel Ottenreed, she used to be Rachel Ratke. She got married this year. She's a channel that I started watching this year and just became so obsessed with. I don't know what it was. I'd seen her vlogs before, but something about her life when she moved to Nashville just like really resonated with me, and I'm obsessed with her channel. She's doing Vlogmas right now. Laura DIY, I love her vlogs, so I'm watching her Vlogmas. Molly Bailey is another one that I'm watching. She doesn't always finish Vlogmas, but she's actually doing really well this year, so I'm excited that she's posting a lot. Sydney Tilton, Allison Kutch, Allison Kelly. God, who else do I watch? She's doing Vlogmas right now. I feel like I'm missing a really, oh my god, Tara Michelle. Although she's like not doing official Vlogmas, like she is and she isn't. She's not like staying to the strict Vlogmas schedule. She's just doing like whatever feels right to her, which I completely respect. And I'm just happy that she's doing it at all, because last year she said she was not gonna do Vlogmas again. Oh, Catherine Manning's another one that I've been watching, and I'm really excited about hers because she just bought a lake house and she is renovating it, and she's like almost done with renovations, and right now she's at the tail end of renovations right now, and then she's furnishing it. So her channel's been really exciting to watch right now. Erin Killeen is someone who I've been following on TikTok for a while. She just started a YouTube channel this year, and she went for the gold and decided to do Vlogmas just like a month after starting her YouTube channel. So I've been watching her to support her because like I want her to keep doing Vlogmas. I am sad that Delaney Childs is not doing Vlogmas this year. That bums me out. And then Keaton Milburn is another one that I watch. She doesn't do daily vlogs. I think she's like filming pretty much every day, but she's only uploading every few days. So you're getting a few days in each of her videos. I think that's everyone I'm watching right now who's doing Vlogmas. Okay, next question. Well, I'm actually gonna answer these two kind of together. It was how did I start on YouTube and how did Michelle and I meet? So I'm gonna answer the second question first. Michelle and I actually met years ago, like 2012, 2013. It was a long time ago. We both got hired at J. Crew for the holiday season. So we started at the exact same time, exact same start day. And it's funny, she always tells people, like, they had us go around the table, like when all the new hires were sitting together. And they asked us why we were into fashion and stuff, or like why we wanted to work in fashion. And my answer was that I wanted to work in fashion because I love Lauren Conrad and I wanted to be like her. And Michelle said that the second she heard me say that, she knew we were gonna be friends, which was absolutely accurate. We both love Lauren Conrad, even still to this day. So yeah, we met at J. Crew. We, you know, worked on the floor a lot together and we just clicked. We were always like talking to each other, always like hanging out together on the floor and stuff. And then I left J. Crew first, and this was before social media was like really huge, so we didn't really like keep in touch very well until we both started vlogging. I didn't think about reaching out to Michelle to shoot because I was working a traditional Monday through Friday 9 to 5, and she was working a job, but it was like a 9 to 5, but her schedule was weekends, so we wouldn't be able to shoot. But then she eventually got a new job, and she reached out to me after she got her new job and be like, hey, I saw that you're vlogging, would you be down to shoot together? And yeah, so we met up, and ever since the first time we met up, we would meet up at least twice a month. This period right now, because she just got married, so she's been busy, we haven't been shooting for the last like 4 months or so. This is like the least we've seen each other in like the last couple years since we've reconnected. Yeah, we just started shooting, picked right back up, got even closer. And it's so funny to think about like that first day back at J. Crew, because I do remember that meeting as well and me saying it, and then also her and I like just connecting right away. It's so funny that like years later we'd reconnect and I'd be one of her bridesmaids. That is one thing that I'm sad about. I wish we had reconnected before my wedding, because I would have loved for her to have been one of my bridesmaids, even though my bridesmaid party was already big. I don't care. I would have absolutely wanted her on it as well, but I'm just glad that I got the opportunity to be involved in her wedding and had the honor of being one of her bridesmaids. And then as far as how I got started on YouTube, I discovered YouTube because it was like years ago, before I even met Michelle. I wanted to dye my hair red, so I found Nicole Guerrero's video on how she dyed her hair Rihanna red, and I watched it and I was like immediately obsessed with Nicole Guerrero. I watched her entire fucking channel. I'm not even kidding. I went back years on her channel. This was like back in like 2010, 2011. And I got like the sense of like, I would really like to do this, but I was so scared to. So I didn't for years, like years and years and years. I sat there saying I wanted to start a YouTube channel but never did. And then once I started blogging, I felt more like maybe I'll do it, but I really wasn't sure. And it wasn't until Michelle and I reconnected that I started my channel. So potentially, I don't know if I ever would have started it without Michelle cheering me on, because she had her own channel for a few years by the time we reconnected, and I was subscribed to it, I was watching it, so I was actually keeping up with her through her channel before we started blogging together. And I remember the first time we met up to shoot together, I was asking her a ton of questions about YouTube, and she was like, you should absolutely do it. I think you really would like love it. So when I went home that day, I made the plans to start the YouTube channel, and I started filming my first YouTube video like right after our second time shooting. So talking it through with her and her encouragement really gave me the confidence to start my channel. I don't know if I would have never started it without her, but I also don't know if I ever would have without her like guidance and support. So if you guys enjoy my channel, please thank Michelle for this channel and also subscribe to her. I'm pretty sure she'll be coming back to YouTube soon. She's just, you guys know how wedding planning goes. It's insane, and obviously that was priority, but thank her for my channel by subscribing to hers. I guess I'll go with the related question to all that, which was, is YouTube my full-time job, and do I want it to be if not? No, YouTube is not my full-time job, but yes, I would absolutely love for it to be. I really have a passion for creating and sharing stuff with you guys, reviewing things, shopping, which may not be the greatest thing, but just like I have a whole passion for everything that I'm doing on my channel, and I would absolutely love the opportunity to take it full time, but I never even thought that I would ever start my own channel, let alone get to the point where I make money off of it. I am monetized, and it is a second stream of income for me, which is something that I never thought I'd even get to. So even if I never go full time, I'm very grateful for where I'm at right now, and I'm very thankful for you guys and all your support. Next question is, will there be more travel vlogs soon? Yes, coming up here in a couple vlogs from now. We are going to Vegas for my birthday, which is bittersweet. As you guys know, we weren't gonna go if Spartacus was still here. So as like fun as it is to like go to Vegas, I'm half excited, half sad that we're going, because going means that he's not here anymore. But Trevor and I really do want to get away. The house just feels so sad and so empty without Spart, so I think a few days away will do us good. So it's a good thing that we had this trip coming up and that we didn't cancel, because we almost canceled like right before Spart passed. So yeah, Vegas vlogs coming soon. And then as far as the next year goes, I don't know. We haven't like officially planned any trips. A couple of ideas have been floated around, but for sure we'll travel at least a little bit next year. How much we'll be traveling, I don't know, just because I traveled so much this year. This year was such a busy year for me that I kind of want to like stay home more than anything. But we're just gonna kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. But definitely as we make like solid plans to travel and stuff, I will let you guys know, and obviously take you guys along with us. Yes, this whole entire roll has disintegrated. Do you see what I mean? Like, they did not do a great job of rolling it. Like, every single time I pick a piece up, it just starts falling apart. Next question. What was my favorite trip slash vacation of 2022? So I was so lucky to take a lot of trips for all of the amazing brides in my life this year. Very, very grateful for that, getting to celebrate them. And honestly, all the trips were so much fun. They all had their like unique things that I loved about each of them. But I do have to say my absolute favorite trip was Jill's bachelorette party in Palm Springs. The irony is that it was the closest of all the trips, but I think when I got back from that weekend, I even told you guys that that was the most fun weekend that I've had all year. Because especially like with Jill's friends, I've known a lot of them since I was in elementary school. So it was very, very comfortable traveling with them. And the second we all got to the house, we were just all having fun from start to finish. Like, it was the most fun I've literally had all year, hanging out with those ladies, reconnecting with the ones that I did know, and meeting the ones that I hadn't met before. Everyone was so awesome, so amazing, and we had the best time. Obviously, anytime I'm with Jill, I'm like having the time of my life. Jill is like my soul sister. I love her to death, and it was just like so nice to be able to celebrate her, because she does so much for everyone else. So I think the other reason why I had so much fun on that trip and loved it so much was because we got to spoil her and really like let her be taken care of for once. So yeah, that trip was just so special to me, so wonderful. I'll never forget it. And like I said, it was an absolute blast. Hands down, my favorite trip of this year. Do I have a favorite Christmas? If so, what year and why? I actually don't know. I'm trying to think if I have a favorite Christmas, and none actually really stand out. I think it's because unfortunately Trevor and I are usually so stressed on Christmas Day that we don't fully enjoy the day of, because we're usually running around to 3 Christmases. This year is gonna be only 1 Christmas, so I'm very happy about that. It's gonna be a lot less stressful, and I think he and I could definitely use some rest right now, so it's kind of good that that's the timing. Yeah, I'm really racking my brain, and I cannot think of a favorite Christmas, unfortunately, which I feel like is such a sad answer. And it's not to say that Christmases aren't good, it's just I really can't think of one in particular that stands out. Next question, overall DHgate experience. You guys know I've been ordering a few different dupes from DHgate. They're known for having really, really spot on dupes. I view DHgate as like a gamble. My first couple purchases were amazing from them. Like, they looked exactly like the designer versions, but then like my next 2 orders were very, very questionable. Then I got the Louis bum bag, and that one was amazing. So it really is like 50-50 with them. I kind of view it as you gotta do your research if you want to get a really, really good dupe, and it is a little bit of a gamble. But I mean, overall, I really like them for any bags that I like, but that I don't necessarily want to invest in, because when it comes to real designer bags for me, I like to invest in them for the long term, so I want them to be more classic. So I feel like DHgate is a great option for me personally when I want a very trendy bag that I might get sick of really quickly, so I don't want to spend the money on it. But I mean, I would say it's overall positive. Like I said, there's only been 2 No, there's been 3 that I was disappointed with. No, only 2 that I've been disappointed with. There was one that I'm like 50-50 on, which was the like Bottega Teen Jody dupe, just because the material on it wasn't great, but it looks exactly like the real bag. So that's why I say that one was like 50-50. I mean, I would recommend it. I would just say if you're gonna purchase from it and you're really nervous, only purchase from sellers that have actual customer reviews where the customers have left photos of the item that they received, because DHgate cannot show designer logos. So a lot of the
times what you see on there is not necessarily what you're gonna get, because the actual product they send you has the designer logos. They can't show that on their product photos, but the consumer review photos can show them. So again, if you're gonna shop there and you're kind of nervous about it, I would definitely make sure to only shop the ones that have those customer reviews with the photos. And then I think that this is my last one. I'll need to double check, but what is my next luxury purchase? Well, I just purchased this guy. Just unboxed it, like I had said in the last video. It's my first Fendi and also my first vintage luxury bag. Very, very happy with it. It was my birthday present to myself. I wanted to get it early before my birthday so that I could bring it with me to Vegas, so that's why I already have it. And yeah, that was like the only planned one. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get another one this year. Just kind of like depends on how things go. I mean, I will definitely get one for my birthday. That's kind of like a tradition that I want to keep doing for myself, is getting myself a new designer bag every year. So at the very least, it'll be another year, and I don't know which one I would necessarily get, because I have like a little bit of a list of bags that I would like to own in my designer collection. So it would just kind of depend on availability and also like what designer I feel compelled to add to my collection. I have a couple Louis, so I'm trying not to get another Louis, but there's definitely a Prada bag that I want. I did finally add in Fendi. Fun fact, last year I was actually supposed to get a Balenciaga bag. Thank God that I ended up not. If you guys remember back to last year's Vlogmas, I went to the mall to purchase a Balenciaga bag and found out that one of the Louis Vuitton stores at my mall had a Speedy 25 in the classic monogram available, which is so hard to find new. Those bags are kind of rare to come across in store, so I ended up switching gears and getting that one because I didn't know when I'd find another one again, and thank God that I did, because Balenciaga is officially off of my designer wish list. Oh, I do have a couple more questions, my bad. So how did I get into being a content creator? I think it just kind of started as like a joke in my head, seeing like all of these girls do it. I loved like following them, and I was like, oh, maybe I can do this. And then like it kind of like got into a joke of like, oh, if I do this and I can turn it into like at least a little bit of a business, then I can justify my shopping addiction, because it's all like research and purchasing things to show off for work. So that's actually kind of how I got into it, how I got into like the Instagram and blogging side of it, which I don't really blog anymore. But then YouTube, I guess that answer is the exact same as how I started a YouTube channel. It was really watching Nicole Guerrero. She was also the first one I ever saw vlog, because I subscribed to her right away, and then like a little while later I subscribed to Jacqueline. But once Nicole started posting vlogs, I really fell in love with the whole vlogging format type of video, and I just really felt pulled to want to do it myself as well. Then the last question is, what does Christmas mean to you? So Christmas is like kind of complicated for me, because it's also like I heavily associate it with my birthday. But to me, I just like love this time of the year. To me, it means spending time with friends and family that mean a lot to me. And also for me, it means getting to really express my love language. My love language is gifts. I love giving gifts, so I get really excited about this time of the year, because it's the time for like me to really shine as far as like showing the people that I love how much I care for them. So I feel like that is a great question to end on for this Vlogmas Q&A. I'm sure that I've got like so much footage to go through because I'm such a chatty person, but I'm gonna concentrate on eating this hot mess of a sushi roll, and then afterwards I'm probably gonna go ahead and start wrapping again and finishing up all of the presents that I need to wrap for Vegas. So as promised in the last vlog, we will do the bow tutorial after I'm done eating. Ribbon tutorial. I've got this present wrapped so nicely. I'm just gonna try to get through the rest of this. You gotta measure out enough to go around the present, which I think is about 6 lengths. So that's 1. Oh, there goes 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to go 2 over, which I've been doing. I think it's like more 5.5. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, it'll make sense once I'm done here. So as I mentioned, whatever side I want to be the top when it comes to doing these bows, I'll flip it. So we're gonna start it on the bottom, which I know typically you would start it on the top, but we want this twist right here, this one, to be on the top of the present so that we can secure the bow. Flip her over, let's recenter this, and then we're just gonna tape this down this way too. The present can be flat. it's not gonna have the little twist on the bottom, making it uneven and stuff. Okay, this needs a second piece of tape for sure. And same with the other side, for good measure. Okay, now this can sit flat and it's fine. We're gonna push that to the side for right now. And now we're gonna make the bow to go on top. So I'm gonna unfurl some and I'm gonna create a loop, and half of the loop right here is gonna be about how big the bow will come out on here. So I wanna like measure the first one to make sure it's a good proportionate size to the present, which that one is. So we can use that to measure. So I'm gonna do at least 3. I wanna be able to get 5 loops. 5 is like the perfect magic number on this. I think that these look better with an uneven number of loops, and then less than 5 is too little, and I feel like 7 is too much. So 5, like I said, perfect number. So looking at this, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to go one more time. There we go. 5 loops. Is that correct? Yes. I'll cut it. Beautiful. Keeping the hand in the middle. Gonna take one side, wrap it around the center, take the other side. I like to wrap the opposite way. Then we're gonna tie them together, and then I'm gonna shape the bow. So I'm gonna fluff up each loop, and you really want to use wired ribbon for this because then you can really place it where it needs to go. If you use a loose ribbon, it's not gonna stay in place. It's also not going to stay very fluffed. Just keep pulling and fluffing until it's to your liking, like so. I'm going to tie it right here on the top, and you want to make sure to leave out enough of the tails so that you can tie this. I just do it in a simple knot, just like that, and then from here, just because it does come out of its shape a little bit, you're just going to want to refluff it. And there you go. That is how I create these bows out of the ribbons. It is extra. It does require a lot more work, so that's why I don't do it on every single present. It also uses up a lot of ribbon as well. So just, you know, to also be conservative financially, I only do it on like every few presents. Usually I'll do it on like someone's biggest present. So yeah, it's just a really nice presentation, especially for weddings. Like if I'm wrapping a present for a wedding, I always do these kinds of bows just because it just makes such a statement, you know? So if you guys have any questions on this, feel free to leave it in a comment below, but hopefully if anybody was wondering how to do these, that answered your question.
Alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
So I made the pork roll bowl that I mentioned in yesterday's video with the Trader Joe's haul. Excited to try it. Actually, let me go ahead and take a bite. It was really easy. It was just like a few ingredients and then I just put it over rice, but okay, yeah. This is good. I recommend for just a quick, super easy lunch or dinner, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. We're watching White Lotus right now and just chilling the rest of the night. So I'll see you guys in the next one.